Well, we got some straps from the bank. Today's the first day that they were open for 2023, but the straps don't look any different. I didn't actually go through these, but I did go through and make them directionally correct. So we can flip through them and have a look at them. Nothing there. No. You see, I'm also checking the back for the web note number. The web note number will be here instead of there. And when I flip them, I'm also looking at the alignment on the back and for any ink that doesn't belong there. On the front, there's also some alignment things to look at, like if your seal is aligned properly, that'll also affect your serial number alignment. Inking problems, like looks like there may have been a problem with the inking on that one, but it could also be ink pen. I mean, who knows? Not enough to investigate. Got 4 straps. I did get them all straightened out, so I think we're gonna try to go through all of them on one video. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but we'll see what the length of the video is. So far, we haven't found much. I don't know if people would rather have somebody talk through the video or not talk through the video, so let me know in the comments of this one if I'm talking too much or not talking enough. Trying to get subscribers, trying to start this new channel. So the content's kind of all over the place, and we do a lot of traveling and things like that, so I'm going to share a lot of different stuff. Which means that I will have to start partaking in the activities a little bit more with my wife. Usually I make her ride a lot of roller coasters and stuff like that by herself, but I'm getting to the end of my years, so I have nothing else to fear. I might as well go out on a roller coaster if I'm going out, right? Nothing fancy. I don't see any birthdays, no ladders, no radars, no web notes, no misaligned notes. Wonder where that dollar's been to have that big of a center crease. Hmm. 5, 5, and 8, 8. That's sad when that's the most interesting thing that you've seen halfway through your first stack. A little bit of over inking on that 3, but I don't pay a whole lot of attention to these over inking errors unless they're like drastic and the like the 6 is filled in or something, you know. It's not that important. Also, when I'm straightening these out, I try real hard not to look at the fronts too much because I don't want anything to jump out at me. But so I usually do them face down, and I scan the back for this number. So pretty sure there's no web notes in here. Also, I mean, web notes these days, when you find them, they're usually not in that good a shape if you find one. So I do check closer at the dirty notes. I like all those zeros at the end. That would be neat. I want to see like a lot of zeros on a bill. I haven't seen that yet. Like a really low serial number. Um, really like to have one of those for my collection. I'd settle for something in the hundreds right now. Double digits, single digits, like a dream come true. Here we go. There's our first find. We found us a Where's George note. I don't know how many of these I have now. I have quite a few of them, but they're not valuable. But I do register them on where'sgeorge.com. But I also keep them so they don't go back into circulation. So that's neat. Where's George? Right there. So we'll put that up there and keep going. Didn't expect that. Those are getting harder and harder to find because I think it's an older thing, and I don't even know who stamps them, where they get the stamps or whatever, but I've seen so many different ones. Matter of fact, I think I have like maybe 6 of them, and they're all different. You can look at some of the other videos and look back and see them. I'll make a special video out of them one day if I ever get enough to make an entire video out of Where's George notes. I'd like to find a binary with 6s and 9s, then that would be a binary flipper, which means it would still be 6s and 9s no matter which way you flipped it. And that's pretty cool when it comes to collecting fancy serial numbers. Here's a 1921 2809. That's close to a birthday note, but it's a little bit out of the range of people who are still collecting. There's some scotch tape on this one here. Crisp one. Nothing special about it, but it is a crisp bill. 17A, which means I think that's probably a newer note. Another thing you want to keep your eye out for is the serial numbers. Are they the same? Because there have been bills printed with serial numbers that don't match, which is quite a long look, but it's usually one number off at the end or something. The ones I've seen anyway, maybe a couple numbers off, just where the dial didn't rotate when it was supposed to. So some of them got just enough oddness to grab your eye and then let you realize that there's nothing special about them. Here's 2006. It's an older bill. We don't really keep them because they're old, though, unless they're before 1999. We start having closer looks. I don't know. It's getting to be a pretty long video. just the one strap. But I don't have any long videos, so we will do one more when we get to the end of this one, just to see what the length of the video ends up being. A little bit of over inking on that 8. You can see what I'm talking about. I mean, it doesn't fill in the circles or anything. It's just too much ink. Not a big deal. Well, this is kind of interesting. It's a lot of zeros, but it's just not fancy enough to keep. See how common the over inking is, like on that 4. Alright, so we get to the end here. Get to the end. See if that almost a trinary there. 8s, 9s, and 4s, but I got a 0 in there. Close, but no cigar. So we get to the end of this strap, and we end up with one Where's George note. So we'll have to remember to put our dollar back in that one, or the bank lady's going to get on to us. Okay. Alright, moving on to strap number 2. I definitely don't think this is going to be a 4-strap video because I'm going to take a lunch break. But we're going to get to flipping these. Wow. There's a lot of 4s. Like if you go to mycurrencycollection.com and you type something like this into it, it's going to give it a coolness index rating of, somewhere in the 80s, probably 70s. Oh, it's got 4 of a kind and 2 pairs or a pair. It'll tell you, this percentage of 8-digit numbers have this. Of course, I'm sure you've all read it, but it'll give you some information about just about any number that you put in there. It's going to tell you it's rare for one reason or another. But a lot of them are on the lower ends, like the 60s and 70s. You want to have like a 99 point something. Ooh, we got a trinary there. 3s, 6s, and 9s, all duplicates of 3. Whoa. Would that be a flip or 2? Nope, because the 3s just don't flip. Let's set that one to the side. It's a trinary. So we'll set that up there by the Where's George. And keep flipping. Like I said, I don't look at these previously. Got a corner missing off of that bill. Good thing it's not special. I don't know why that one deserved a second look. Sometimes I just feel like it deserves a second glance. And I'm sure I've passed some of these that some of you think deserve a second glance as well. That's just the way it is. Different people's eyes look for different things, I guess. Some are trained better than others. I'm sure most of them are probably trained better than mine. This is just a hobby that I'm getting into. I don't try to sell anything. I'm not trying to make any money. I just like collecting it. It gives me a reason to save. See, like, there's just a lot of pairs there and weird stuff going on there, but not that interesting. $2009 note. 13. Huh. 1040, 802. Wow, those numbers look jacked up. I'm going to call that a gas pump error. I don't know if the 5 is off or if it's the 6 and the 3. I like to keep this little tool here handy. It's good for measuring. I mean, I've got micrometers as well, but it's good for measuring, and it's also got this good, nice straight edge on it that you can hold up to things. You can see that 3 and that 5 are misaligned. The 5 is definitely misaligned from the A. If you slide it up to the A and the K, you can see that the 5 sticks up. So we've got a print error here. This is a gas pump error. We'll keep that one. So that's 2 out of this strap here. So put this back in here. 1896. Surprised we haven't run across any star notes yet. Usually I find 1 star note or 2 star notes in a strap search like this, even if I just get 1 strap. But huh. Oh, somebody's rode a little bit on there. The Milton, Florida, and Allie P. 7, Milton, Florida. Just interesting to, see what kids write on money and what people write on money too sometimes. I've actually seen stuff written all the way around the border. 1926, 7096, part of a birthday note. 1616, started out repeating. Wow, that's an old one. 2009, not very old, but it's been swimming a few times. Huh. Yeah, not finding too much in this strap other than a couple of things. Where's George? Gas pump error. There's a couple of zeros up front. 0s, 8s, and 5s, so that's a trinary there. 17A trinary goes good with the 3s and 6s, 0s, 8s, and 5s. So we'll put that over here with the trinaries. I don't keep a lot of trinary $1 bills. I think I may have said that when I found the last one. Those may end up going right back in these straps. It's not one of the things I like to collect. Binaries, I absolutely keep the binaries. I just don't keep trinaries because they seem to be so common. But I figured I would pull them just so I could show them at the end of the video on what we found. Whoa, I found some type of stamp. Sometimes I find things like this interesting. Like I think that's just some kind of bank stamp or something. Hopefully we're focusing in on that. Kind of hard to focus on. I think it says CN or something. CN. Never seen it. But yeah, stuff like that catches my eye. If that was a more legible stamp, I would probably want to keep it. Not that it's valuable, it's just part of my problem, I guess. This one here begins in 17 and ends in 17. Nothing special except for 17 is my birthday. Okay, we're getting to the end of this strap. And I feel like we've made about a 30-minute video, but can't really tell. We may only be about 15 minutes in. A little bit of over inking there. 830-33289. 2013. Nothing special there. Alright, so in that strap, we found these 3 notes. We found our gas pump error. And you can see down here on the bottom, it's not a gas pump error. It's just this top reel. I'm going to keep this one actually because I don't have any gas pump errors. And I think that's the best one that I found. And the note, it's got a fold in the middle, but it's actually in pretty good shape. I don't have any printing errors that I've found myself, as a matter of fact. These 2 trinaries, this one's really dirty. Got some stuff on it. They're really not in that good a shape. So I'm going to send them back to the stack, and I'm only going to keep $1 out of each of these stacks. So that's going to be the end of the video. I appreciate it. If you like the video, subscribe, like, and share.